All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of The Call. This is a spinoff off of RYC, Rep Your City Praise Radio, and this is season 2, man. RYC, Rep Your City was excellent last year. We're switching it up just a little bit this year, and we're going in on a more of a personal conversation type piece. We're not really going to be playing a lot of music. We're just going to, politic with the artists and anybody that comes on to the show. So I'm excited, man, because we've had this brother on our other show on season 1 a couple of different times. So welcome, my brother, man of faith, to The Call. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm super blessed. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. First and foremost, Happy New Year to you, bro. Second, man, it seemed like you ended 2019 with a big blast with your remix, Run It remix, yourself and Miss Michelle. Let the folks know, was that set up to do it that way, or you just decided, hey, okay, let's go ahead and do this remix and let's drop it at this time?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we just dropped the Run It remix. And so it was pretty much like a release for kind of celebrating the 1-year anniversary of my last album, Insomniac. Like that was pretty much, besides the singles that we released, that was the fan favorite. That was a fan favorite song off the album. So I definitely wanted to do like something special in celebration. So yeah, the album came out on December 14th. We celebrated the first year celebration on the 14th, and then just a few days later we released the remix with Jessica Michelle. She absolutely murdered it. We've had a lot of great feedback, and it's been super awesome to hear the response.
Yes, that joint was nice, man. I'm super excited. The last show that we had you on, it was towards the end of the year and everything, and you were saying that a lot of people on the label had some stuff coming out, getting ready to come out for 2020. Is it anything that you can tell the folks? Is it anything that's going to be dropping in January, or anything dropping like the first couple of months within the new year?
Oh, yeah, definitely. One of our artists, JP, is going to be doing a ton of singles. He's going to be leading up to his upcoming album, and before that, he's just going to be putting out promotional singles on his SoundCloud and his YouTube before we start putting official worldwide releases and stuff, because he just wants to get that fire back. So he's going to be doing a lot of releases. It wasn't publicly announced or anything, but sadly AR's no longer with Faith in Action Records, but so I can't really speak on what he's doing or what he's preparing. I know he had a project on the back burner we were waiting to release for him, but he's no longer with us. But we wish him nothing but blessings and everything that goes along with his music, and we just pray that he keeps pushing forward.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout out to the brother, man. So when things of that nature happen, when an artist decides to, not be on the label anymore or separate from the label, what kind of feeling is that? Because I know on the secular side, a lot of times if you see something like that happen, you have a lot of negativity flying all around, and, oh, forget him, blah, 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 blah. And I know that's not the case on the gospel side. But what kind of feelings, because at the end of the day, it's still, a business. So was that something that you knew was going to happen, or was it something that just happened for a reason he just, had to separate at this time?
Yeah, man, to be 100% honest, it wasn't without any type of effect, because we were a brotherhood, the whole label. We were super close, more than just music, but hanging outside of music, constantly in conversations, constantly checking on each other's families and everything. So I cannot say that I was caught off guard, and actually had a conversation a couple of weeks prior, maybe not even a week before, and I'm a man of prayer. I'm a person of prayer, and when you are a person of prayer, God reveals certain things. So I just felt in my spirit that there was stuff going on, and I called somebody that I trusted, and I spoke to them, and through them, God confirmed, and I had someone literally tell me, just expect it not even to be, the year's not even going to end before God completes what, he told you. And then just a few days later, I got a message, and I used to take these things really hard. I've been in the industry for 12 years. I've owned businesses. I've worked with different people, and I used to this type of stuff used to really crush me because I'm a person of relationships. I love people. They're at to a certain point, they're not just friends. I consider them family. I'll do anything for them, and that's always how it is. So this type of stuff used to crush me. But as I've grown wiser and more mature, and just I take it in stride. I understand that things happen in seasons. And things happen for a season and things happen for a reason. So I did everything that I possibly could have done as, a label head, as a friend, as a fellow artist, and pushing him and just seeing, what we did for him, and he flourished with our time here. I know that there's no negativity on either side. I've reached out to him a couple of times since then. There's no bad blood. There's, so it's all love still, and it's going to continue that way. I understand that these type of things happen. So I thank God that, also that he prepared me for that. And I was expecting it, and, he confirmed that, and he told us so. But, again, it's all love. I'll be, again, the first person to, support his next project and stuff. So that we're just going to continue with total positivity and just, wishing him, truly wishing him well on his future endeavors.
Amen. Definitely. So 2020 is here now. What mainstream artist and what indie artist that isn't a part of your camp that you're looking forward to hearing something from?
Oh man, I gotta say, the mainstream, I'm just crazy fan of KB, and so I know he's been cooking up a crazy album for us. He put out a ton of fire singles last year. I saw him live, I believe in November. He did like an hour and 10-minute set that blew my mind, just his energy, and it was just incredible. I became even bigger fan after seeing him live. And so I'm excited to hear the album he got. As far as indie, man, I have so many people I'm a fan of, and I have so many people that I'm really close friends. So it's hard to just narrow it down. But I will say that a good friend of mine that I've been touring with in the end of last year, and we're going back on tour next month. And he just put out his album last week. His name is K.Murray, and he has an album called Here He Is. And I'm also featured on it on a song called Smoke. And the album's phenomenal. I mean, just taking the part that I know this person on a personal level, and he's a good friend. As an artist and as a fan of Christian hip hop, this album is just something next level. So I definitely would tell everybody to go check it out, and he's definitely going to be I definitely need him on a collab, and we'll definitely be working on other stuff. So yeah, definitely K.Murray, Here He Is. That's definitely the one that I'm on right now.
Okay, and you said that was K.Murray?
K.
Okay.
Murray. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to send me his information through inbox and everything so that we can go ahead and check him out and look him up and everything, man. I wouldn't mind sitting down talking to him on the call either. I like talking to new artists and everything, and finding out how did they get to the point where they are right now, their testimony and everything. So, do you, at yourself right now, you said you've been in the industry, between 12 years or so, or if a little bit longer. Have you done, like, juvenile detention ministries before?
Oh yeah, big time. Actually, like my one of my day jobs is that I work for a nonprofit outreach youth ministry organization, and I'm actually the director of our juvenile detention centers in our area. So
oh, wow.
we go and minister to them on sometimes a weekly basis, sometimes on a bi-weekly basis. But we have seen God move in such a powerful way. I mean, just in the past few months, in the last months of 2019, so many lives that have come to Christ and been restored, and we're just able to go in there without any limitations and just preach the gospel of love and preach the gospel of grace. And it has been something that is so connected to my heart and what I do right now. So yeah, like I'm super excited to continue that this year and to see even more people come to the acknowledgement of who Jesus is in them, and just absolutely blessed for that opportunity, because I really do feel privileged every time we get to go and minister to these young lives that they need it.
Amen. Amen. So before I let you go, bro, I know you're just getting off from work and everything. So once again, we do appreciate you coming on the call. And before I let you go, let the folks know, myself, I don't do resolutions. I don't do New Year's resolutions, things of that nature, but I do have goals, that I like to set for the year, if you want to call that a resolution. What goals do you have right there in your eyesight right now, saying, okay, this is what I want to accomplish musically, and what goals do you want to accomplish personally, if it's something that you can share with the people?
Big time. Yeah, so really just focus on working on my next project. We announced at the top of the year on January 1st. I always like to I did the same thing with Insomnia, letting people know what to expect from me throughout the year. And so I got a album called Velocity that's coming out. And Velocity is just like, it's going to be, when I say velocity, and what I mean by that theme is running after God with all your might. So I want this to be like a deeper album than my last couple ones, and just something more intimate and something more worship-based. And so that's what I'm currently working on as of right now. But personally, just getting closer to God and just, finding more of Him and everything that I have personally. I just, want to, again, just get closer to God and get closer to, His purpose and live out His will for me.
Amen. Amen. Well, once again, man, thank you very much for coming on the call. Don't be a stranger, bro. We're going to get you back on here a little bit later on in the year, find out what's going on with you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's always a blessing.
No problem, bro. All love, man. This is your homie, Orlando Presents. I'm sitting down with Man of Faith. Make sure you go check him out on Spotify and all major digital outlets. Also, we're going to have information about this interview and about the artist he spoke about in our directions or in your comments or whatever you want to call it. We're going to have it down in there for y'all, so check us out, all right? Peace.